Hello Sagittarians, thanks for joining me for the August of 2020 tarot reading. I am Vickieverlie, the rock and roll prophetess. I am a psychic tarot reader and I do psychic astrology and channeling. This is for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, and Sagittarius Rising. The decks we're going to use today is the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, as always, for the main portion. This is my own creation. Also, we're going to pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, my own creation. I've pulled out a couple of my lots. I developed these. These are the lots of Proverbs and the lots of love. And we're going to just for fun pull some of these out at the end. And then, if you are a level 2 Patreon supporter, we're going to go ahead and pull 3 more cards from the Samarari Tarot. Okay, so these cards have been shuffled up in between. This is for Rising, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising, and Sagittarius Moon. These cards have been shuffled up, and I'm just now going to do a very loose shuffle to allow Spirit to pull the cards out that are for your reading. Yeah, Sag, Sun, Rising, and Moon. Some people are saying, yeah, check your Venus, but I would say if you want to check something additionally from your chart, I might check my North Node. And if you don't know what your North Node is and you want to find out, I do offer a free chart reading on my website, so you can go there and find that information out. And there's also a video to explain stuff to you if you're interested in that. Okay, let me get a drink of water and we're going to take a look at this reading because you've got some real nice cards, Sag. First card out, Ten of Cups. Nice. Ten of Cups is known as the marriage card, but it doesn't always have to mean a marriage necessarily, but it absolutely means love, happiness, joy. It's the most love, it's the most happiness, it's the most joy that we could possibly express. And then when it's coupled with the sun, I mean, big time joy, happiness. You're just giving off vibes, baby. You're in the zone, you're giving off the vibes. You're just in that place of, happiness and joy. And then the star is here too, so spiritual blessings are raining down upon you. You know, sometimes when you get the Sun card, especially, well, with all three, but if you note on the Ten of Cups, it's not just the married couple here, it's the children too. So sometimes when you get the children and then the Sun card with the baby on it, somebody could be expecting, it could be talking about some kind of another child showing up. And sometimes when Sun and the star are together, a star can be a soul that's still in spirit and is going to be born as a baby. So somebody out there could be expecting, a baby. We've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the 9 cards are major arcana. So that tells us that there's things happening that are going to be, higher forces are at work. You're feeling really empowered here. You're really ready to go for it. Maybe you've been on the fence about getting married, or on the fence, whatever you've been on the fence about doing here, and you've kind of been staying in a situation that maybe is kind of a little bit a heavy burden, that's turning around and you're ready to go for it. Whatever you're ready to go for, it might not be love and marriage. Maybe you're ready to, because magician could be like maybe having your own business. It could be a lot of different things. But whatever you're ready to just kind of go for and go after, it's going to bring this Ten of Cups energy. It's pointing right at it. Not only that, Wheel of Fortune says it is your destiny. So timing, when Wheel of Fortune shows up, it could be timing. Something could be really hitting in your chart that's causing this to happen. The timing is perfect. The other thing is, though, the wheel is just about cycles in life. And when the wheel is up, things are kind of looking up here. Things are looking up. You see what you want, you take action, and you get your reward. The load is being taken off your back. The Hierophant reverse has been out so much this month. Hierophant reverse is something unusual, something a little bit different. And it doesn't have to be different by society's standards at large, but it could be just different as to what you've been doing. Maybe you've always been an accountant and now you're going to go to be something, you know, you're just going to be something way out, like nothing like an accountant, like something completely, you're going to go be a surf instructor or something and be at the beach in the sun or something, you know. I mean, it could be like that. It's something like that is way outside the range of normal, at least for you. But that doesn't, maybe it was your calling all along. You know, a lot of people are aligning because of this big disruption in our lives. I said this in another spread, but it's true. A lot of people, you know, they're aligning with their true, maybe because they're away from their job. Maybe it's like, God, that job just made me so miserable. Or maybe they've had time to pick up an old interest again and work on it again. And or maybe, you know, they're like, hey, I could die from this disease. Life's too short. I'm going to do what I really want to do. Whatever it is, a lot of people are doing this. A lot of people are just taking a sharp right, you know, and just doing something completely different. And in almost every case, we're seeing that it's because they've actually got off their, you know, they got off their base. You know, speaking of you, Sagittarius in general, you know, the South Node is going to be coming. It is in Sagittarius, and no matter where your Sagittarius energy is, it's going to be coming through and hitting in your chart. So whenever you have nodal transits and nodal contacts in your astrology chart, those are key times when star and spirit and your higher guidance will put opportunities for you to snap back into place, realign. You know, we get off skewed off, and like the magician, straight, you know, true north, straightforward and ahead. News is coming related to some sort of an air sign, so we're not going to be in air sign sun this month. However, we are going to have a full moon in Aquarius, which is an air sign, on the 3rd of August. So something could be popping right around that full moon. Some kind of news may come that allows you, it's an opportunity for you, to allows you to align with your destiny. I said this in another reading too about the magician. Because the magician is here, and I mean, there's lots of magic happening. Wheel of Fortune, star. These are all magical things, you know. But when the magician shows up, it says, you got to take the action. You got to move forward, take that action. I'm hearing, move forward. Da da da. Tattoo detectives. It's not too late to whip it. Whip it good. Do do do. Oh gosh. Alright, it's 7 of Cups is the final card down here. That's just making your dreams come true. And when the 7 of Cups is a broader spectrum, it's not like, well, I've got to have this one specific thing and that's going to be it. It's the whole picture. It's the whole enchilada. It's the bigger dream. It's not based on just one thing or another going right or wrong, and you shouldn't have that mindset. Let Spirit help you. Spirit can see things bigger than you can ever see. All right, let's go ahead and do some animal totem card for our Sag friends. What's the animal totem? The dove. Well, I always think of dove as peace and love, you know. Peace, hope, faith, and love. Marriage, partnership, union. You've got that 10 of Cups there. Nurturance from the divine feminine. Utterances of souls departed. Yeah, you may get some messages. Star can also be people who've passed on. If you see a bird or a butterfly, you know, there could be some messages here that are coming from people who have passed on. And by the same token, they may be the ones, this doesn't have to be necessarily just your guardian angels or spirit guides. This could be somebody who's passed on, who's looking out for you. Because they do that. Okay, the way I usually use these, they're casting lots, you could throw a bunch of them, but usually what I do, and it doesn't have to be tied to a tarot reading, I just grab, you know, I have a question in mind, or even like a daily thing, and I'll just grab one and get some message. So, what's the message for our Sag friends for August? I want to get this one. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Okay. Well, could be a lot of things. Maybe, you know, maybe what this person that you're involved with romantically, maybe they're really not your type. Or maybe like your friends are saying, oh, they're so, how could you, ooh, I hate that hair, or, you know, the superficial stuff like that. But if you dig it, you know, then whatever turns you on. You know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I had another thought too about if there's a baby, because often babies, some of them are really ugly. I'm sorry, but they are. You know, some of the ugliest babies turn into be the, you know, most beautiful, and they're all beautiful because they're babies. But you know what I'm saying? Somebody says, "Oh, look at my beautiful baby here," and you're just like, "Oh, wow." You know, it could be. It could be too. Okay, let's get in here and get this, let's get these lots of love. Same thing on these. You don't necessarily have to do it with a card reading. You could ask a question, ask about a person, and they don't come with the Crown Royal. They come with, oh, those flew out, so there we go. They come with this same one, but I didn't want to order since I have the bags and bags full of those. Well, here's what it says. It says frigid, karmic, and troubled. And then it says soulmate. So I think some of you may have had relationships in the past that were like this, that it was not so hot, you know, and that would say that this frigid and troubled person, you know, this was some karmic lesson that you had to learn. But from the looks of these cards, you know, you've learned it, because then, and I feel like some of you, it might be like, you know, you just had a bad run. You just had a bad run, and then you're like divorced or whatever, and you're just like, you know what, I am done. I don't want a relationship anymore. If you're somebody that says that every single person, it always turns out bad, blah, blah, frigid, troubled, karmic, these are karmic lessons you have to learn, and there's an opportunity to find that a different kind of thing for you right now. There's an opportunity for something different and much better than you've had in the past, because this certainly doesn't look like frigid, troubled, karmic. This looks like happy, joy, love, soulmate, you know, happy, happy, joy, joy. Okay. All right. Hey, Saggies, what I'm doing now is I'm just going to put out the piles for my 3 cards for our bonus readings for my Patreon peeps. If you want to get in on that, there's information below. If you enjoy this content and would like to see more, please do hit the subscribe button so you can find me. A lot of people say they can't find me. So if you hit that subscribe, then you'll be able to find me every month. I want to thank you all for everything that you do, for liking and sharing and commenting, purchasing my wares. I do have the lots of love, the lots of proverbs. I have the decks, the books, the t-shirts, and of course the readings, and all that information is below. Please don't contact me with questions about that, because I get overwhelmed. Everything that you could possibly want to know, the details are down in the show more section, or just go to my website. It's all there, so I appreciate that. Thank you so much for tuning in, donating, commenting, everything that you do. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate, and have a great month of August. I'll speak to you soon.